Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and yes, for the second consecutive video we're wearing the hat. I've decided I'm a hat guy now. Until Nicola opens the barber's up, there's no chance I'm getting my barn out on camera. Not a chance in hell, it's getting out of control. But we're here to talk about something a little more different today. I actually never anticipated to make this video, but following yesterday, I feel like there's a bit of a conversation to be held. So as normal, after a game of the old football, I come on and do the three things we've learned when Celtic play. And this season, of course, it's not been a nice experience to do the three things we've learned. There's been a lot of them that haven't even been three things we've learned. It's just been me coming on talking about how bad we've been. Not in a way where I rant, because I never want to become the Arsenal fan TV of things, even though the clips on Twitter may suggest otherwise. But it's not been a nice experience this season, and we all know that we can't hide away from the fact that Celtic's season has been beyond abysmal. It's been unimaginably bad. Unimaginably bad. That's what I was trying to say. This was meant to be the 10-in-a-row season. Well, meant to try our best to go and create history, and yes, we've fucked it. You know, Celtic have absolutely bottled it this year in terms of the way we've been managed, in terms of finding a way to Dubai, the boardroom decisions, keeping Neil Lennon on, injuries, everything. You know, it's been a season that we'll want to forget in a few years' time. To say the least, I'm not going to look back with fond memories on this season. And just before I go any further, because I know Rangers fans will be watching, that's no discredit to what Rangers have done this season, because they've played really well, they're undefeated. I'm just making a point for how bad Celtic's been. So yesterday, Celtic went to play St Mirren in a game which I was very sceptical for. I thought that St Mirren Park were going to struggle, and the scoreline at the end of the game would suggest we didn't struggle. 4-0 win for Celtic, and of course, let me just say straight away, I am very happy with the fact that we went away from home to a tricky venue and won 4-0. But the people in the comments section don't seem to agree. And look, I'm kind of making this out to sound like one of these mad YouTube apology videos, as if I've done something awful. I'm not taking back anything I said in my video yesterday. I think that all my thoughts of the game are, as just said there, my thoughts. You don't need to agree with me. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I thought yesterday was a very boring game. I thought yesterday we didn't play that well. We waited and waited and waited. We finally got a penalty, and then we capitalised on a St Mirren collapse for 2 minutes. You know, it took quite a while. It was a very boring game, but we'll get into that. But the comments section, I'm here to talk about the fact that they think I am let's say I'm getting labelled a Rangers fan in disguise, a three-letter term in disguise. I'm getting levered a phony, a fraud, a pessimist, a negative. I'm getting all these words thrown at me because of how I'll use the word negative I was yesterday and I'm going to throw up the Lenin quotation marks, how negative I was yesterday. Look, people are saying I don't know what game you watched, but we were brilliant, we were in cruise control and all the rest of it. I want to know what game you watched. That's what I want to know, because I was genuinely, and I think I'm getting a good amount of people as well on yesterday's video agreeing with me. I've also seen so many people on social media say the same thing over the course of the game and still going on to today. You know, it wasn't a great game. And look, people are quick to jump into the comment section without watching till the very end of the video. At the end of the video, I go on to say how happy I am we won the game, how we need to keep this going now, how we're going to try and win 4 in a row and try and close this gap a bit. But people don't watch that far, they just look at what you say at the start and that's it. You know, you don't get the chance on YouTube, and I should know better, but I think it's absolutely ridiculous, to be quite honest, that I'm getting called this, that and the next thing. And people are judging me on a match review, which we haven't been great in the match, considering the season that we've had. I feel like there is so many bedwetters out there that are just ignoring the fact that what has happened this season. I'm not going to apologise for being frustrated and negative towards a Celtic side that has struggled throughout the entire season and embarrassed us through the entire season. And a season in which I have spent £500, I've paid £400 to watch the games from my house. You know, I'm not going to apologise for any of that. We are 18 points behind Rangers. 18. Now, I can understand people flipping it in the comments. I've seen people flipping it in the comments and saying, if we were top of the league and we went and played that exact performance and won 4-0 at St Mirren Park, you'd be happy. Yes, of course I'd be happy. Because we're not 18 points behind Rangers. You cannot fault Celtic fans, and Celtic fans who are like-minded as me, you cannot fault us, right, for watching these games, seeing us win 4-0 and still not being happy. because we are genuinely 18 points behind our rivals. There is no room for positives at the moment in my eyes. Look, I'm trying my best and I've popped them out. People once again are ignoring them. I'm talking about how good certain players were yesterday. David Turnbull, nice to see Edouard scoring a penalty. Talking about the fact that some players looked decent over the past few games as well. People are ignoring that and coming on to talk about how negative the performance I'm in. At this point, I'm just doing it for the sake of it. And I'm doing it to pander to Rangers support. No, I'm not. We're 18 points behind our rivals. I don't see where I can be so positive. I don't see how in any world that I can look at that game yesterday, considering I was so bored for 75 minutes of it, and go, brilliant Celtic, brilliant. Because I sat with my head in my phone about half the time because it was that boring. Yeah, it was a terrible, terrible game up until the last 10-15 minutes. Yesterday could have been a very different result. You know, if we'd never got that penalty, we could have dropped points again. The penalty kind of changed the tone of the game, and people are just putting that to the side. And look, yes, it's ifs, buts, and maybes. I understand that. But you know, if we didn't get that penalty, I don't think we would have went on to go and score 2 rapid goals afterwards. I think that the game would have still been played in the way it was, very slow tempo. Boring game, and I think St Mirren could have potentially went and scored a goal in the last 10 minutes. They had a couple of chances that went wide. Yes, I don't think they hit the target, but they still had a couple of chances. It could have been very different, and yes, that's if buts and maybes, but I don't see where the cry for an amazing performance comes from, because it really wasn't, apart from that 3-minute spell. And 3 minutes of an 87-minute game. And look, I'm very happy with one. Let me just say that one more time. Very happy with one, but I fail to comprehend, to be honest. And before I go any further, let me just clarify. This isn't me making a video saying you should all agree with me or anything like that. My opinion's right and you're wrong. You're not wrong. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If you enjoyed the game yesterday and you didn't think it was boring, that's fine. It's the manner of some of the comments I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the ones that are trying to claim that I'm a Rangers fan in disguise and all that nonsense. Like, that's not the case now. Let's calm down. But it just makes no sense to me. I think that I gave a perfectly level-headed account of the game. I think I've gave a reasonable account of the game, and I've gave what I've seen. I've said this time and time again, I will always give what I see with my own eyes and what I think with my own head towards the game. I'm not going to come on and pretend everything's cool and good just because of what a game, because that's not how it works. Look, Celtic now need to go and carry on this form, and if they do, I will start to get more positive. But I don't think that any Celtic fan who is in the same boat as me should be held to this kind of... I hate this kind of light that some Celtic... So there has been a divide this season, let's not kid on. There's been that divide between the fans who've been the Lennon in brigade and then the Lennon out brigade, and people have been... But, you know, I think that we should be allowed to criticise the team. Just because you support the team doesn't mean you can't criticise them, because there's been so many games this season that all you can do is criticise them. I hate this light that gets shone upon fans from certain fans that you can never criticise the team. It makes it's garbage. It makes no sense at all. It kind of takes away the point of football. It's meant to be a game that we analyse and we feel emotion at, and we change our tune every week. That's the whole point of football. And then when you come out and you speak ill of the manager or you speak ill of the team, suddenly you're getting crucified. So it's quite annoying. But no, I just thought it was funny looking through the comments. And I thought I'd talk about it today. Just seeing all these fucking, oh, that's it, you've ripped it now, far too negative, I won't be watching again. Look, I don't mind, don't watch again. I feel like I literally couldn't care less, because I know there are so many like-minded individuals who are agreeing with me here, and I've seen it on social media, and I've seen it in my own comment section as well in yesterday's video. As I said, all entitled to an opinion, and please, I ask you, express that opinion. But express it in a way that isn't going out and accusing me of being a Rangers fan in disguise and accusing me of being doing this for the views and all the rest of it. I'm just saying it how I see it, man. It's so simple. It's as simple as that. Anyway, that does it. It's a video I didn't really intend on making, and I didn't really want to make, because it feels like one of those ones that I'm apologising and shit for stuff I shouldn't have to apologise for, and I'm not apologising. I'm giving my opinions and stuff, and I just feel like it's something to clarify. Look, the Celtic Twitter, for God's sake, is wishing people happy birthdays when we're sitting crying for Lennon out to be out every day. You know, there's been no communication with fans. We're just, next thing you know, we're going to get a happy birthday for, I think it's fucking, whose birthday is it today? Jennifer Aniston. Get ready for a happy birthday Jennifer Aniston post on the Twitter page today. Anyway, I just thought it'd be a bit of a laugh to talk about it all. Aye, let me know your thoughts, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Look, we need to keep moving. We will. Things will get better eventually. Don't know when. Could be next season, might be 10 years time. We'll get better eventually. I will be positive on the channel again, but I feel like this season, I'm sorry if I have been too negative. It's because I've been negative watching the football I've been seeing. So aye, thank you. See you all next time.